Good morning, Liz.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Whew, I'm here this morning. It's a lovely morning.
It is. It's raining. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, it's
I
not
was a
supposed to
little
rain much.
nervous when it was warm yesterday, and I was like, "Ooh, it's a little warm for January."
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's nice to have breaks.
it is. It's true.
Mhm.
It's nice to see you. I'm really
Nice to see
excited
you.
today. When I was typing up the description for this video, I was
Mhm.
I was so excited because um, we're going to talk about um, who this conference is for. And then we're going to talk about what are the tangible benefits to attending this conference. And then we're going to talk about why this networking opportunity is way awesome. So, first of all, I want to talk about who this is for, because I want to talk a little bit about why we named it the way we did,
Mhm.
and that evolution. Because here's what I love about talking to people who work in their own offices, right? Like when we start businesses or we go into mortgage or the finance industry, oftentimes we're working alone, right?
Yeah.
When you and I decided to start this company, we started Ashling Productions because we were like, well, we're starting a production company, right?
Yep.
And then the pandemic hit. And then we were like, well, we need to be more clear about who we want to talk to. And then you were like, well, I want to talk to women producers like me, right? Like I want to talk to women
Mhm.
like me. And that's why we
Yeah.
called it the Women Producers in Mortgage Conference. And can you talk a little bit more about why this conference is so unique for women producers? And then we'll talk about why it's applicable to more than just women producers.
So this is unique because as somebody who's been in the mortgage real estate industry since I was old enough to be in the industry, since I was 21, and I'm not afraid to say that I'm 48 now. So it's been a while. I've been here for a little bit. I think that every time I go to a conference, I have a lot of men talking about how to do business, and that model has not ever been a good fit for me. And I've tried really hard to fit into that model, but it just, I mean, it works. You can make money, but it's just not like a joyous, fun experience. This scarcity mindset, this win or lose, this keep your appointments brief, all that stuff, right? So I was just tired of having people say you have to go to this conference, you have to go to that conference. And so ultimately, this has been the conference of my dreams. Everything I wish anybody had ever told me when I got into the business, anything I should have been doing, or let me put it this way, the courage and the encouragement to do things my way rather than somebody else's way. So that's really what this conference is about. We've got such dynamic speakers in all kinds of walks of life with all levels of business. We have a $35 million a month producer that'll be on a panel that you can talk to people who help people manage money, to how are we heard when we sit across the desk or in a conference room with men, to how do we negotiate, all of the things, how do you build teams, all of the things that I ever wanted of a conference is in this conference. So I think I said this to you yesterday or the day before, I don't know, my days blend together. If nothing else happens, I created a conference for me. Like I literally.
So much. I love it so much. And so here's what I've loved about being on this journey with you, right? I'm so excited about this because I'm listening, I'm wrangling all the speakers, right? And so I'm listening to the speakers tell me what they're going to talk about. And I'm all, oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Here's what I've learned though, is that when we start talking about women in mortgage, there are so many there's a woven tapestry of finance that those of us who aren't in the finance industry don't understand. And that's why it's for more than just women producers in mortgage. It is for C-suite folks. It's for men who want to recruit women. It's for women who want to recruit more women. It is for women who work in the insurance industry, because insurance is directly tied to mortgage. It's for women who work in real estate, because obviously there's a direct tie in mortgage there. It is for women who
Investors,
Our
investment
investors,
advisors.
yes, investment advisors and folks like that who are really interested in using real estate to help people build generational wealth.
And beyond real estate, because I think a lot of what we're going to talk about is applicable to women in business in general. When you take Soraya and the Rage Becomes Her talk, which is how we're heard and perceived, right? We may speak 30% of the time, and my stats aren't right, but we may speak 30% of the time, but it's perceived that we're speaking 70% of the time, right? Like this whole psychological thing that we do when we interact with other people in different opposite sexes. And I also want to add that this is a conference for men in general, as well as women in general. So I know we call it women's producers in mortgage, and initially that was what our target was, but I think you're right, it's expanded. We've discovered that it applies.
The beauty of this process, right? Like discovering that there's more to be done, that the way we've put this together, the people who are speaking, the topics that are being covered, and that's really the tangible benefits that I want to talk about for a minute. Like, who doesn't need a really robust conversation about getting past your limitations? Like Edith Espinola is going to be talking about how to get past your limitations. And we all have limitations.
What? That's crazy.
I know, bananas, right? Like we've got Jamie Lee coming in and talking about salary negotiation. Like, even though I don't negotiate a salary because I run my own company, I still have to negotiate my rate and the fees that I charge people. And I am really excited to listen to that because I know there are going to be nuggets in that for how I negotiate my own pay structure, right?
Yeah. And I think on the extreme side of this, Laura Brandeo started the wholesale division for her company. So AFR, they approached her, and her story is really interesting about how she got paid and how she looks back and how she would do things differently. And she is why AFR Wholesale exists today, right? Like she's still running it to this day, and that's a big deal. So we have entry level, we have people who are starting brokerage companies like Arlesia, and I just think that there's something here for everybody. I just think there's something here for everybody in all walks of life. And I really hope that men attend because I think it'll give them a little insight and a little more understanding.
I think one of the things that I really love about this, another tangible benefit that people are going to receive from attending this conference, is that it's going to help us focus. But there's all this talk about the economy and inflation and all the things that are going on outside and external to our just day-to-day lives, right?
Yeah.
That impact our day-to-day lives financially. And I feel like this is the setting on the stove that's going to light us on fire. It's going to be the mindset shift that we have to make in order to be successful through the next year.
Yeah, well, we definitely are in transition right now.
Yeah. And people are either going to freak out or they're going to empower themselves. And I think there's no better time than to attend a conference like this to get our mindset in the space where we are just super walking through the world really confident no matter what's going on externally.
Well, I have to say that
benefit, Liz.
Yeah, I have to say that for people who are newer in the industry of mortgage specifically, who haven't been in a rising interest rate environment, it is a terrifying place to be when you first go through it, right? And many of us that are going to talk at this conference have a lot of insight on how to handle that and roll with it and deal with it. And again, the Hop-In platform allows us to network with all of these women, and all of these women are accessible. So when you come to this conference, you have a whole new networking group, a networking group of your dreams. I feel like it's like the all-star, like Olympic basketball team of women's mortgage, right? Like you've got it. It's here.
It is. And the networking is so glorious because it's also a recruitment opportunity. Like I was talking to someone yesterday and they're like, well, why should I be, tell me how to talk to other people about this and like, what is in it for them? And I'm like, it's a great recruitment tool.
Everything. Yeah.
Like people are going to be, and the best part is the speed networking platform randomly assigns you to people. And so you might not get with someone you know. And that is the beauty of a conference online. And I know everybody's so sick and tired of being online. I'm not. I'm having the best time ever. But I'm so thrilled that people are going to be able to meet new people. And maybe you get in a room with someone you know. But I'm telling you, that speed networking has grown my business times 10 every time I've attended a conference on Hopin. Because I'm meeting people I'm not comfortable with.
Well, and the side effect is that once you pay and you want to be part of this conference, you can go back and listen to it whenever you want. You can revisit it. You can, so unlike an in-person event, you're going to walk away with the full conference in your inbox, essentially, right? That you get to share and use, and maybe share with other team members and women in your life that you're like, oh, I heard this woman talk, Soraya, and you're not going to believe it. We got to read her book. Your friend who is, a secretary at a chiropractic office. I think this will apply to you, right? Because you were talking to me about this interaction you had with a male colleague, and listen to what Soraya has to say about it, right? And you'll have that forever. So that's, instead of meeting in person, we're giving you something to add to your toolbox forever and ever.
Yeah. It's really good. It's so good. I'm so excited about it. So you can get tickets. The link is in the comments, and tickets are $175 and because early bird is over, and where the conference is in 4 weeks. So we're really excited about it, and we hope you join us, and we really look forward to connecting with you. Thanks, Liz. It's nice to see you.
Yeah. Happy Thursday.
Okay, bye.